So the Rams, everyone expects them to get four-man pressure on Joe Burrow. If a team can get four-man pressure on you as a quarterback, say they do it early, first couple series, they knock you down and maybe get a sack. What kind of impact does that have throughout the game? If you know, hey, these guys are coming no matter what, they don't have to bring six.
Well, just the struggles that Cincy's had up front. The offensive line has struggled all year long. Joe was sacked 52 or 53 times. They led the league in quarterback sacks. So this offensive
and last
line,
year he would have led the league too, but he got out.
He moves around the pocket pretty well too, though. He avoids a lot as well.
He's unbelievable. But at the end of the day, that offensive line is going to get overpowered. Aaron Donald is unblockable. Von Miller's a former Super Bowl MVP that actually he took over that game and won that game for the Broncos. So those guys have been there before. They know what it takes. That offensive line in Cincinnati has struggled from week 1 to week 17, and then they went, as I said before, and got sacked 9 times in one playoff game. So I just think you don't need to bring a ton of pressure. You can sit back. You don't have to man up Jamar Chase and play one-on-one and bring pressures. They can rush. They can put Aaron Donald and Vaughn on the same side of the field. That's a terrible mismatch. That is awful for Cincinnati, let alone the Bengals. So it does concern me that they can rush 4 and double Jamar and double T. They lost their CJ. They lost their tight end last week to the knee. So it's tough sledding. It's going to be an uphill battle for the Bengals.
I mean, everybody's saying what you're saying right there, though. Everybody's saying the 9 sacks in one game, 13 in total, I guess, or 13 or 12 in total in this entire playoff run. It's the most, I guess, that has ever happened for a Super Bowl team, or if they were to win a Super Bowl championship, it'd be the most of all time. Is there anything that offensive line you think is going through mentally, knowing that everybody is talking about the only way they win is doing that? And you've been around, obviously, a lot of offensive lines. You've been a part of some gruesome hits and injuries that have changed the game forever. There has to be something to that, right? Out of everybody
100%.
Talking that they stink. Isn't that something for 2 weeks that they're going to have to hear and maybe can change themselves?
It puts a chip on your shoulder, no doubt. But, I remember my first time I was playing for the Cardinals. We were in St. Louis playing the Rams after they had drafted this guy with the 17th pick or 18th pick named Aaron Donald. I hadn't heard of him. I didn't know it was his rookie year. And midway through the second quarter, I come back to the huddle, and I'm getting ready to call a play. It was a long play-action 7-step drop. And I hear the offensive lineman. I'm like, what? We're in the middle of a play. I got 20 seconds. What are you talking about? What's going on? And I finally get a second to hear what they're saying. We're in a loud stadium, and they're like, I can't even see 99, let alone block them. And I remember that messed my head up. I was like, hold on, who? 90. Nobody was even saying his name was Aaron Donald. It was 99 because he didn't come in. He came in from Pittsburgh. He wasn't a top 5 pick. He wasn't a household name, but that guy can keep you up at night. And having to be in the NFC West with him a bunch and play against him twice a year, he is an issue. I don't care if you have all-pro guards, centers, and tackles. He is unblockable when he's one-on-one. So I just think it's a bad mismatch for the Bengals. I know everybody's talking about the offensive line and the struggles, but it doesn't matter if you got a bunch of all-pros. Aaron Donald's unblockable.
And that's a smart way to build a team, by the way. The way the Rams 100%. Built the team. It's like the Colts, right? We're going to get offensive weapons, we're going to get a lead, and then we're going to have Robert Mathis and Dwight Freeney come off the edge. When you construct a roster and you have Aaron Donald, you build for him to be there. In every conversation about him being the greatest player of all time, it happens every season, every single game that they're on TV. And I think at some point, somebody would come out and be like, no, that's not true. Everybody has said, no, yeah, this guy is the guy. I think it's unanimous from everybody, including A.Q. Shipley. A.Q. Shipley had to battle against him, obviously, when he was bent over in front of you doing his thing. He would go on to become a Super Bowl champion.